Now, if you're having trouble with your preschooler's sleep, this story might be for you. And I've been given permission to share it, but I think it will be helpful for others who perhaps find themselves in the same boat. So, this story is about a little chappie who's about to turn 4 years of age. And mum describes him as strong willed, with an addictive personality, cheeky, sensitive, and emotional. And I know that they were almost at the point of querying neurodivergence. So ADHD had popped into their head purely because of the behaviour and the number of tantrums that they'd been experiencing. So when they came to me with sleep issues, the main challenges were going to bed too early. I know, can you imagine a child? What a lovely problem to have. But this little one was going to bed at 5:30 each evening. Multiple night wakings, also night terror behaviour, and during that time he would scream, kick, hit and scratch his parents, and there's a lot of aggression there. And then to top it all off, he would start the day anytime from 4:30 in the morning. So now the thing with this little chap is that he would self-settle beautifully, take himself off to bed at 5:30 every evening with the iPad. So he was no trouble to his parents at all, would literally just drift off to sleep watching whatever he was watching on the iPad. But then he would wake up multiple times in the night wanting various things, either wanting the iPad, wanting milk, and then definitely starting the day anytime from 4:30, again wanting milk, wanting the iPad. And so of course this was becoming very wearing for the family. The other thing to note about this little chap is that his diet wasn't great. He really keen on things like 2-minute noodles, chicken nuggets, sugary snack foods, but diet wasn't well rounded. So I felt like there could be a few things going on. I was really convinced that nutritional deficiency was part of the picture. But as some quick wins, we decided to go for the easy things first. So we started to gradually push bedtime later. We removed sugar from his diet and only really offered the foods that mum had made. We weren't going to offer anything else. And we also removed the iPad from the bedroom and limited it to just 1 hour a day. And then the only entertainment at bedtime would be books, stories and cuddles with mum. So this was a leap of faith because obviously it did involve more input from mum and dad. So I'm really glad that they trusted me in the process here. Now, obviously the first day was so hard, lots of meltdowns, lots of tantrums, lots of demanding actually to go to bed at 5:30 with the iPad. So it was really hard for him to get over the new boundaries that the parents were placing, but they stayed really calm and present with him until eventually he willingly went to bed and slept. We did think this was going to take a process of many days to overcome because I was concerned about the nutrition side of things as well. And also their worries concerning potential ADHD symptoms. We thought this might be a long journey. But in actual fact, once we reduced the sugar and made sure that the iPad was no longer a feature of bedtime, and we took away the milk bottles as well, within 3 nights, this little one was sleeping completely through the night, which shocked me. I didn't think it was going to be that quick at all. But the biggest thing that shocked me was that the night terror behaviour disappeared. The kicking, the screaming, the scratching, all of that really distressing stuff disappeared. And I said to mum, what do you think was the biggest change here? And she said, oh, for sure, iPad and sugar. So she's really convinced that those two things have been a complete game changer for them. And so now there's fewer tantrums, much easier behaviour to manage, sleeping in later in the morning as well since we've moved bedtime. So I think what I want this story to show is that sometimes we all think that situations are beyond our capability to change, and that things are so overwhelming because we have so many things to address, and there may be wider, far wider reaching implications and causes. But actually, sometimes when we look at the basic, easy changes, we can make massive improvements. So it's not always necessarily hard to fix. And if this sounds anything like your situation, I would really urge you to try this experiment. limit screen time, definitely keep it out of the bedroom, and also look at your child's diet too. And you might be pleasantly surprised, like this family was, and like I was too.